What's the most important things to focus on as you're starting your business, growing your business? It's a big question because we see so many things that we should be doing or could be doing. We're going to talk about 5 things that you can focus on to stay really lasered in on the right things so that you can grow your business fast. So how do you figure out what you should focus on? It's so overwhelming when you're first starting to grow a business and even as you continue to grow a business because there's always something out there in front of you that's suggesting, hey, you should be doing this, right? You're on your Facebook feed and you see somebody doing something, you think, wow, I could be doing that in my business. You open up your email and you see more ideas of what you could be doing in your business. I want to share with you 5 things that I've learned are really important to zone in on. And I learned them when I started to do these things and get really focused on it, things took off, they flowed, they moved faster. And some of those lessons were learned the hard way because I did something different to begin with. But I want to share it with you so that you can move faster and getting really focused on the right things. So the first thing that we want to focus on is this: getting really clear on your why. So why are you starting your business? What do you want to get up and do every day? Now that's a really powerful question that can help you think about what your business should look like. This is where I made probably the biggest mistake because I wasn't really clear on what I wanted the business to look like when I started initially my consulting business. And so I followed where opportunities showed up. And before I knew it, I woke up and I had a business that required me to be doing things I did not want to get up and do every day. So think about your why, because it's going to help you filter out what you're going to do, what you're going to say yes to, what you're going to say no to. So spend some time thinking about that as your first thing. The second thing to focus on is the message. So what is the message that you're putting out about what you do? And to get really clear around this, you have to think about, who do you want to work with? So who is your ideal client? Get really clear on who that is and be willing to get narrow. Get really specific around who you want to serve. You know, when I think about the work that I do, for example, I help people create courses and launch courses and build their business. And I can do that with lots of different companies. When I get clear about who I really want to work with, which is people like you, so people who are experts in something, they are on a mission to share what they know with other people. Once I got really clear about that, I could identify the problems I could help them solve. So getting clear on your people helps you get clear on the problem. And that is your message: who you work with, how you help them get results. The third thing to really stay focused on is you want to grow your reach, right? And the key is in growing your reach is to choose one platform. So focus on one platform, meaning choose between Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Like, where are you going to start first and focus your energies? Trying to dabble in all of them is going to lead to inconsistency. You're not going to really have the momentum. So pick the platform where your people are hanging out. So when you know who your people are, you can say, where do they hang out? And you choose that platform first. Now you can expand quickly into the others, and there's ways to do that, but I want you to pick one first so that you can really zone in and make a bigger impact there. The fourth thing to focus on is the mindset shift of bootstrapping. Now, what does bootstrapping mean? So bootstrapping, I think the term comes from the idea that you grow your business by, pulling up your boots, like bootstrapping. Somebody can probably share in the comments with me the source of this. But bootstrapping means that as you think about growing your business and funding the next level of growth, you think about, where could I generate that money now to help me go faster? So for example, one of the big barriers that shows up a lot of times in expanding your business is you might say, oh, I don't know how to do this thing. I don't have the money to hire somebody to do this thing. And so a lot of times when we say we don't have the money to hire this person to do this thing, you go off and the temptation is to go figure out how to do it yourself. When in reality, when you bootstrap, you could say, how could I stay in my zone of genius, generate revenue quickly, that I could then fund the work through somebody else who really knows how to do this. So for example, getting one client that you get as a coaching or consulting client could fund hiring that graphic designer, for example, that you want to create something for you. So think about bootstrapping and funding the growth of your business by focus on things that really generate revenue. And the fifth thing is this. First, focus on engaging. Second, on selling. There's this temptation in growing a business to put all your energy around sell, sell, sell. You know, you're on social media and you're trying to sell something. You're in front of a client, you're trying to sell something. When you focus on engagement first, the sales come naturally. So think about engaging on social media. Like, one of the best ways to grow your reach is to just start jumping into social media, commenting, sharing, contributing. That's all engagement. And the same comes from supporting people who are following you, like sharing great content, engaging with them, then inviting them to do deeper dive work with you. So think first around how you can engage with your audience and really help them solve a problem. So 5 things that you can focus on that will help you stay focused. Clear why, getting really clear on what you want to get up and do, who you're here to work with, clear message, choosing one platform that you can dive in on and focus on social media, focusing on bootstrapping, and focusing on engaging. And knowing that when you do that, the sales come through that process. So let me know what you think. Are there any of these that you're already focusing on? One that you know right now, I need to pick one of these that I really should dive in on. I'd love to hear what's showing up for you, and excited to see how you apply this to grow your business.